The party was alive and buzzing. Champagne flowed freely, music pulsed through the room, and everyone was in high spirits. I leaned against the kitchen counter, laughing with my friends when the conversation drifted to husbands. They joked about the men in our lives, their habits, laziness, and small flaws. I couldn't help joining in. Mine, I said, swirling my drink, would probably get lost trying to find the grocery store without Google Maps. Everyone laughed, including me. We never expected him to hear it. He wasn't supposed to be there yet, right? Then he walked in, relaxed, calm, and quiet. The way he always commanded a room without raising his voice. The laughter stopped instantly. All eyes turned toward him. My friends froze. My stomach dropped. He looked at me, unimpressed, and raised a single eyebrow. The energy shifted like a switch had been flipped. I felt my face burn. "You were talking about me?" he asked, his tone perfectly even, as if he had anticipated this moment. That one simple question made everyone realize the jokes had crossed a line. I tried to laugh it off. "We were just joking," I said quickly, hoping the tension would fade. But he didn't move. He didn't smile. He stood there silently, letting his presence fill the room. My friends shifted awkwardly, eyes darting, unsure whether to step in or pretend they hadn't heard anything. The air felt thick, almost suffocating, as everyone waited for his reaction. Then he said it, 3 words that erased every chuckle and mocking glance. "I heard everything." The room went completely silent. Glasses paused midair. No one looked away. My heart raced with fear and awe. I wanted to disappear, but I couldn't move. He stepped closer, and the calmness in his voice made it even more intimidating. Then he continued slowly, "You'll find I remember everything, too. Not just the jokes, but the small things you thought I wouldn't notice." His eyes swept across the room, pausing on each face. Every smirk, every whisper. The power in that moment was both terrifying and magnetic. My hands trembled slightly. "We were just having fun," I whispered. He didn't flinch. "Fun," he repeated, "is only fun when it's harmless. This wasn't." The tension became unbearable. No one spoke. Everyone had misjudged him. They thought my husband was quiet, mild, maybe even naive. Now they understood why I married him. He didn't need to raise his voice or put on a show. His calm control said more than any insult ever could. Then, just as suddenly as he arrived, he smiled. A small, knowing smile that told me he wasn't angry. At least, not completely. "Next time," he said softly, turning to me, "introduce me properly before telling stories about me." My friends exhaled together, relief washing over the room. The tension eased, but the message lingered. Everyone had learned something in that moment. Nothing could erase the impression he left, and no laughter could hide the fear created by one sentence. As the party went on, I realized I had underestimated my own husband, just like everyone else. He didn't need anger or humiliation. Being calm, confident, and aware was enough to command respect and admiration. Every laugh aimed at him earlier now felt shallow and foolish. I silently thanked him, reminded why I chose him: strength, intelligence, and control that silence a room effortlessly. By the end of the night, the story had already spread. Friends whispered about the man who froze a party with one sentence. I caught his eye across the room. He smiled that calm smile again and winked. I laughed softly. Some lessons are learned the hard way, others by watching. Tonight, everyone learned. And I knew I had married someone whose presence alone demanded respect.